Good morning. Good morning, church. Good to see you all this morning. And grateful for this opportunity. Every Sunday, I know I say that, and it probably sounds like a broken record, but so true, right? Just grateful that we can gather together this morning. We can unite our hearts and our minds, and we can worship the Lord, and we can receive a word from the Lord, and we can enjoy fellowship and be encouraged and built up and equipped and edified. And only the Lord knows the week that lies ahead of us, right? And He promises us that His grace will be sufficient for every moment that we're going to face. But part of that, the equipping and the grace the Lord gives us is, I trust, is today. That the Lord is going to bless today. And we also pray that He'll be blessed by us as we worship His holy name. Let me give you a few announcements that just as we begin our service. Don't forget just our daily schedule. I think it's in there that we will have evening worship tonight, and that's in the fellowship hall, so don't forget that. 2 o'clock today, there will be a deacons meeting. I want to mention that before I forget. And then you can see the other things on our weekly schedule that are there in the bulletin. Pretty straightforward. We do have some things coming up on August 7th, and that's soon. It's hard to believe it's already August, but August 7th, that's next Sunday night, we start back our DMD training, our disciple-making disciple training. Looking forward to that. That's just a fantastic class. If you have the opportunity at all to register for that and to be a part of that, I want to encourage you to do that. I don't think you'll feel like it's a wasted time. Rather, I think you'll leave there feeling like it's time well spent to help grow us to be the kind of disciples that do in turn make disciples. So register. You can register through the website or see Brother James. Also, August 14th, we're going to have a couple of things that evening. One is our second Sunday social for the month of August. We're going to have some homemade ice cream. We'll work on getting the details of all that put together, and have some fellowship time in the Family Life Center. And so surely between fellowship and homemade ice cream, this is an event you don't want to miss, right? Looking forward to that. The second thing is we're going to have our FEC Kids Fall program kickoff party. And so we're going to have a foam party. I don't know all the details to that, but I know there's going to be a lot of bubbles and a lot of opportunity for the kids to play in the bubbles and to get wet, and perhaps parents too. It's going to be fun. It'll be out on the lawn. And it will be an opportunity for us to register our children into the kids' music and fine arts and the Awana programs. And so there'll be a registration booth set up there so we can register the kids, get them signed up. And the following week, August 21st, we will start with Awana. Awana, we have to meet so many weeks in order to kind of fulfill the requirements there. So I think it's like 28 weeks. So we start Awanas a little bit earlier than we do children's music. Children's music will start back, I think it's the Wednesday after Labor Day. So right there at the beginning of September. So a lot going on as we kind of head into the end of the summer and transition to the fall and back to school and all those things. So be praying about it, but also be actively involved. There's opportunities. And specifically in Awana, we need a couple of things. I want you guys not only to pray about this, but I want you to register today. No, I'm kidding. But if the Lord does lead you, we need some full-time teachers. Again, it's Sunday evenings from 4:30 to 6. We don't have all kinds of children's programs. The ones that we have, we're very intentional with having them. And the reason why we have Awana's great. Awana, we have a lot of fun. The kids have fun. We have games. We have snacks. We have lessons. It's a wonderful time for the kids. And also, kind of one of the focuses of Awana is memorizing Scripture. And so it's getting the word of the Lord into the hearts of these kids. And for us, that's a very, very valuable thing. That's something that we desire to see with our children. And so, but we need some help. Awana takes a lot of volunteers. And so regardless of age, regardless of, if you're experienced or not, or your relationship with kids or not, consider that. We need some full-time teachers. And what we need is a substitute teacher list. And so maybe you'd say, I just can't commit to being a full-time teacher, but I am willing to commit to be a substitute. And so if the circumstance comes up and you need somebody, if I'm available that Sunday night, I'd be willing to fill in. So if you can let me know if that'll work for you, then we'll get you on the list. Finally, I want to mention at this point, I know this past week was, it's been a long week. It's been a hard week for our community, a week that's been filled with a lot of sorrow, a lot of grief, a lot of concern. I was scrolling through Facebook, it was yesterday,